Hey, Master, where's your camera at, bro? Why's your camera off?
Bro, this is the first motherfucker that be crying
For
Yeah,
over
for real.
real,
I
dog,
was already
man.
on.
Dog, this motherfucker, dog. You seen the G's game out there? There you are. There you are.
Yeah,
There you
yeah,
are.
we did.
I didn't know.
Crown and Anchor?
Yeah, we saw it there. That shit was a good time. It wasn't like as packed as it's been other times. But it was still cool. I mean, I'd say it was a good 10, 15 people,
Is that the
maybe.
That's
Galaxy
tight.
fan talk spot where they meet
Yeah,
up
yeah,
at?
yeah, yeah. Yes, sir. Yes,
What's up?
sir.
Yeah, Crown Anchor has been a spot for a minute. It was cool. Though. It was cool. I mean, the you get there and they have the sound on and everything, and even the
Uh,
waitress are like, "Oh, it's Galaxy's going on." Like, I guess some other people went in.
I was
They were
watching
just
real
asking,
shit.
like, yeah, no, I don't think so. I think we were just asking what's going on. Like, oh, whenever there's a Galaxy game going on, the audio is always on, and like this is
That's
like the
fucking sick.
Galaxy, yeah, it's like this is a Galaxy viewing party. She didn't say viewing party, but she's like this is a Galaxy bar or some shit like that. I didn't catch
Tight.
exactly her verbiage, but that's the point, right? She was making the people, and they're like, oh, that's cool, and then they just want to go sit down in the corner and like watch the game too, type of thing, and eat, like in the different part of the
The bar.
Crown Anchor. Yeah, but I think they were still enjoying it, have a good time or whatever. But it was a good 10, 15 people.
That's
It was
tight.
cool. Yeah.
What up, Eddie? What up, Brian? What up, Nag Boys? How you guys doing?
Oh shit, I forgot about YouTube.
Nah,
Yeah,
boys.
me
Do those
too.
who still exist?
Oh, this Escape from the Stand still exists? Stop playing them. Stop playing them, bro.
Yeah, did she even let Twitter know that we were gonna be live tonight?
Nah, I ain't do shit.
Neither
I'm
did
I'm
I.
I'm not even gonna lie though. Like I smoked a bowl like at 8:20, and then I realized we are doing the pod, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna be a little high today on the pod. So here I am. All right, just full disclosure.
I was
I
you were
at
doing
least
homework
I,
for the
I I
kids.
at least remember how to fucking hit record this time though. Last time I was
Oh,
faded.
okay.
I couldn't find record. So we're good. We're good. We'll be on. Last time I was with Eddie at Monday Night Raw, this didn't happen. So we're in a better situation than last time. F1 was back this week. You was catch it?
Nah, let's not talk about it, baby.
Hey,
Oh,
dog.
your brother told me. That's right, because they had it. That's the other thing they had on the TV. And I asked him, "Yo, is this live?" Like, no, I guess it was earlier in the day or some shit like that.
It's
Yeah, yeah.
So
exist.
they were passing it. Yeah, they were repassing it when the Galaxy game was about to start. But I think it was ending already because then it was just like something else. Obviously, I didn't pay attention after a while. It's just before the Galaxy game started. We are just kind of watching it. Pretty much it. But I had no idea what was going on. I just remember reading something about signs. That was it.
Uh,
He
Verstappen's a
got
beast.
turned.
Verstappen's a beast, though.
Yeah, it's not even
I
fair.
I I I I don't like him as a person. Or as a character, I don't like him. But my man's racist, though. Like he made it look too easy.
What do you
He
say?
made it look
Because
way too
he's just
easy.
too good. He's just
Yeah,
too good. I,
he's good. He's slick, though. Like dog. He did some overtakes that like I don't know. It looked like they were black back markers because it was too easy how you just kind of took him. I was just like, all right. A couple years back, Hamilton had a race where he started like back of the grid, and he
yep.
fucking swerved everybody, and he got to the he won, right?
He was in
I was like,
18th.
yeah, and I was like, yo, Hamilton is the goat. Like that was an amazing drive. Well, fucking Verstappen had a similar drive this weekend, dog. His drive was just dumb. That
Because
was
he
just
got
pristine.
penalized, right? Because they did some engine
Engine
changes.
engine
Like that.
swap, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it was wild. It was wild as fuck. They had a you had a Charles at 14. You had Verstappen back there. You had a bunch of people back there for penalties. And then talk about penalties, dog. Ferrari just fucking idiots. I
Wait, so where we at? What's the hit me with that
Ooh,
summary? Where we at?
Rebel running away with it.
It's
Oh,
L's after
okay.
L's for Ferrari.
One,
And
two,
for
their
and
one,
Ferrari, I'm sorry. Go for it.
their 1-2 is dope. Red Bull.
Yeah, and Ferrari like had they just been shit in the bed when it comes to strategy. Again, like this, that's why I was frustrated this fucking race, right? Charles had fucking fourth place locked. He had it locked, bro. Right? And for some reason they decided you know what? Let's get greedy. Let's go for the extra point for the fastest lap.
He didn't even get
So
it.
so they bring him in, right? So they bring him in, bro. Mind you, he had like a 20-second gap to I think it was Alonso who was behind him, and they do this fucking pit. So when he comes out, Alonso's on him, bro, and because he's on him, the DRS register, so he's opened up and that stream where he's following. He passes him, so now he has to challenge this fool to get fifth spot back, bro. And he fucking and whatever he gets, so he doesn't get the fast lap, so he lost the place, in fifth place. And at the end of the race, they tell him that he was 1 kilometer over speed at the pit. 5-second penalty, he ends up in 6th. So man's could have been in 4th place, dog, but for a dumbass strategy, dog, he ended up losing 2 spots.
To be fair though, Ferrari they don't know how to run this shit though.
No, they're just
They
fucking.
they have the right
They have
drivers. I think they have the perfect like 1 and 2 for what they're trying to do.
Even a good car.
Terrible management, dog.
You
Is
know
that
what's
what it is, the management?
you know what's funny? You know what's funny as shit? That it's, of course, Ferrari wish it to bid like that, right? Like where like they have the tools, they should be better, and then they should the bid. It's kind of like almost all my other teams have been the last few years, dog. You know what I mean? Like,
Nah,
Hey.
fucking mighty Arsenal, you fucking
Not right
tripping.
now. Exactly.
There we go.
See,
there we go.
that-
George walking away. Hey, perfect segue, dog.
This is why I'm excited for the Galaxy now, right? Because I trust the process, baby. Vanny's our Arteta, dog. You know what I mean? Hey, George, come back. If you want to hear this, listen though. Well, let's talk about
London
the
boys.
mighty Arsenal, baby. Let's talk about this mighty Arsenal, baby. For no top,
First
we
place.
top
Angel,
league. We
First
top
place,
league.
mighty Arsenal.
We
Before we continue on
4-4-4, baby.
I wish you were closer, dog, because me and
Oh,
Rudy
yeah.
started like going to Fox and Hounds for every Arsenal game.
it's been fun as shit.
My dumbass. So the first time we went last week, I fucking had 2 beers, right? And Rudy had like 4, and he's like, "Oh, I had 4 beers. You back me up." I'm like, "Nah, dog, I had 2 beers." You know, like I was chilling. So this fool said something about matching them, right? So I brought Jesse along this weekend.
Dog,
To fucking hounds, huh?
we went from having 2. I had 4. I had 2 beers the week prior to having like 5 pitchers, bro. And then still walking to the bar and getting an Irish car bomb just for the fucks of it. I mean, not the fucks of
Hey.
it, right? Because Arsenal top of the league.
You guys celebrate, yeah, that's what I'm about to tell you. It's worth it.
Top of the
That shit's worth it. Fuck yeah.
Bruh,
London boys, baby.
Bruh. I'm excited about this team though. That team looks good, maybe. That team's like Arsenal
That's
football
crazy,
good.
Like
Dog.
Amazon was a fucking year late. They
Hey,
should have done it
dog,
this year.
nah, hell no. You know what? Like, because I was more disappointed in Arsenal before this fucking documentary, and then
I
seeing
haven't seen
some. Oh, you should see it. Seeing some of the behind the
I don't
scenes shit, like
You haven't seen it?
I got hyped.
Nah.
I got
They
hyped,
did
bro.
put on- They did.
I got hyped. I got hyped.
Oh,
and
they
then these come out and do this, like the first 4 games. Stop it, bro. I'm fucking hyped on
Arteta in,
Arsenal,
baby.
bro. Arteta in as fuck, bro. Let's go.
I've been saying it, dog, since day one. You know, I've been at Teta Boys, you know, since forever, bro.
Dog.
Since when we go Nye Emery, I'm like, why? Like, go for Teta. Teta's the
Solo?
feature, you know. But nobody listened to me. Yeah, nobody listened to me. I'm trying to tell y'all, but you know, it is what it is.
Future's here, dog. These are playing really good. I don't know. I don't think they're contenders. They're not contenders for the league, right? But this team is nice, man. I'm excited for them, and they're so fucking
I
young.
think I know. I
Sheesh.
think you're saying that right now to play safe.
No.
It's usually the optimist one.
Nah, but City is City, dog. And Liverpool is gonna be Liverpool. Like I don't think they're gonna be a bad team. You know what I mean? I
But that's
think we're
the
there
thing,
though.
though. Arsenal's problems in the past years that they always lose to like the stupid ass teams.
Yeah,
You know, and they always show up. They'll have good games. They'll lose here and now and then,
Yeah.
obviously, to City, and it's obviously right Liverpool. But oftentimes they show up for those games and they'll lose or will miss out on Champions League or whatever it is because they lose to fucking Brentford, because they lose to Fulham. They would have lost to Fulham in years past. You know,
I'm
they
telling
wouldn't
you,
have
dog.
turned that game around, right? They would have lost to Crystal Palace that way. You know, that's
I'm
what
sad.
Arsenal's problems have been over the last few years.
I'm sad that you're not close to mine no more, dog. Cause like that's myself what I was saying. That's also what I was saying. Like, I mean, you're echoing exactly what I was saying, dog. Like that's what I'm happy for. I don't give a fuck. I get it. Four teams who should have beat, but they beat them. Like, and that's really
But
good
they
for
beat them,
Arsenal.
right? And
Yeah,
that's
really
the
good for
difference.
Arsenal, bro.
But they beat them. That's
Yeah.
that's always been the issue. It's win the games that you have to win, and then whatever happens after that. Because not just us, they're all gonna beat the shit out of each other. Liverpool, Man City, Tottenham, Arsenal. All 4 of these teams are gonna beat the shit out of each other. Chelsea, add them to the mix. Even United, right? Add them all to the mix. They're all gonna beat the shit out of each other. That's gonna happen.
You know, it's the difference
it's
between
what happens with everything
Arsenal
else.
and the rest right now.
That we're in first fucking place, baby.
Yeah, hace frío en la cima, look.
Top of the league.
Uy.
Top of the evening.
man.
Welcome to AFTV Los Angeles. Dog, that's it, dog. We're rebranding, dog. We're rebranding.
That's
Alright.
just crazy, man.
That fool George, aka DT, don't look that happy, dog. George look like DT's mugshot right now.
Is my boy out? Free DT, y'all.
Chill, nah, don't free that motherfucker. I'm going crazy. Hey, George, how's United doing? You guys are back. You guys got your boy too, right? You got the Ajax kid?
Yes, sir.
Anthony.
Is that confirmed?
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
hell
confirmed.
That shit happened yesterday, I believe, or today. Today?
That kid is
It's
nice,
Ajax
man.
United, bro.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that kid is
yeah.
nice. I don't think he's enough.
Ajax
You know what I
United,
mean?
yeah.
Because United are in the mud. And United in the mud, so I don't think he's enough. You know what I mean? But it's a nice signing, I guess. I won't hate. It ain't gonna be enough for. Hey, yo. All right, man. Here, nah, I'm not even gonna say that out loud, though, because it's disrespectful as fuck, and I love Cristiano, so I'm not gonna talk shit. But my man's is looking his age right now, though. The last game, though, I was just like, ooh, like that's you know what I mean. But I ain't gonna say much because I like
You
that
gotta
guy.
come
So.
to the G's, man. He's gotta come to the G's.
Oh man, I want to talk.
Here
I
goes
want to.
Eddie, dog. Eddie always saying the same shit for 4 weeks in a row, dog.
I've been saying the same shit too, though. We are top of league. We are top of league.
Matter of fact, I'm gonna text that fool right now, dog.
Hey, dog. Saliba, though. Saliba's a fucking truth, boys. Saliba's a fucking monster, boys.
He's a beast. He's a fucking
He's a
beast.
fucking monster, man. I like him. I like Sinchenko a lot.
I'm
dog.
excited. I'm excited.
Odegaard's fucking big
for,
dick.
for tomorrow. No, Wednesday, right?
Wednesday, yeah, man. 5-0, baby, and then we're gonna go fucking smash on United. Oh, hey George, come back, come here, dog. Let's talk. Hey, bring this great energy. Bring this great energy, baby.
Nah, when this was at the draft, at our fantasy football draft, for one eye open, you guys are like, damn.
What happened? They gonna bite me?
Hell yeah, dog.
He's gonna bite you.
Oh shit! All right, boys. We'll get going right now in 2 minutes. We're gonna do a pod, and there's 4 of us. I like this. And it's not. No, I'm not gonna say it. And it's not like fucking last time. What happened last time?
Oh, it was
When
my
I-
internet that was going bad.
Oh, that's right. You said that right.
Yeah, it was
Had an
internet.
outage,
Yeah,
and
it was
then-
fuck.
We're supposed to do a pod on Thursday, and then this fool ripped the bong again too. So
Yeah, that was yeah.
And
That
then
was-
you
that
guys
was
didn't show up last week.
I can't see.
We should stop showing up, and the Galaxy might win.
Listen, we don't talk shit, dog. You know what I mean? If y'all just let me sprinkle my Kool-Aid all across the galaxy universe, though, and not give me that shit, they'll win, though.
And then losing on Wednesday.
Hey, Eddie got my text, dog.
Hace frío en la cima.
Hasta frío en la cima.
Who does Eddie like?
Arsenal.
Wherever.
Wherever
Yeah, I
the
was gonna say
U.S.
some
player.
I was gonna say some disrespectful shit, but
He should be a Leeds
wherever
fan.
Pulisic.
Leeds?
Yeah, he's Leeds United States of America. Yeah,
Hey, Leeds is nice though. I like Leeds. I fuck with Leeds.
yeah, Leeds.
Hey, that's crazy that Leeds got the fucking primetime spot over City on
the
Sunday,
most
right?
popular team in the U.S. right now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's crazy. Fucking sick.
Are they really?
Yeah.
Well,
Tell
yeah,
that's
they
why
have-
ass fools. I'm fucking down with it though.
They were for this weekend. They played Brighton, right? And they were supposed to play on Peacock, but everybody, I guess, tuned in to watch Leeds the week prior against
That's why they
Chelsea.
got the fucking ratings,
And
baby.
they got the main spot over Liverpool and Chelsea.
And how did they do?
I mean, and City. They lost. They lost
Yeah.
to Brighton 1-0.
No, no, but I mean, how did they do in the ratings?
Oh, they did
I
well.
fuck the ratings.
they lost though. All right, boys. Here we go.
Oh, that's funny.
Yo, what up? And welcome to another episode of Straight from the Stands, an unapologetic, unofficial LA Galaxy podcast, hosted by 4 my supporters who bring you their thoughts and views on everything related to LA Galaxy, straight from the stands. I am your co-host Smarts, alongside the always angry Angel, his counterpart level-headed George, and the man with the facts, Masa.
Good evening.
Good evening.
What's up?
What up?
Y'all got me fucked up with that Arsenal talk earlier, man. I'm not in no mood. God damn.
Oh,
Hey, have some respect on first place Arsenal, right, bitch?
Where's my baby
Have
at?
some
Where's my-
respect.
Where's my baby at? Hey, George, let's start there. Let's start there. Dog. How's my baby doing? How's my baby Ari doing, dog?
Put her to sleep before I ever see you, dog. She's not allowed to see you anymore.
All right, so the boys, shout out to my boys because they got me the pink Arsenal jersey for my birthday, and I got it, and I was at George's house and left it there. So Aria saw the pink jersey, so she saw the pink jersey, and then they were on TV. So now every time I see her, dog, I ask her about the pink jersey, and we sing Arsenal together, and I love it because George and Stacey just don't hate me when I do that shit. I got Arsenal babies. I was trying to convince. I said too.
Who does Stacy follow? She doesn't. She's just Spanish league, right?
Yeah, she's Madrid, but
Oh, okay.
I mean, yeah, but it was funny. Even prior to that, I think Anna and Rudy were talking because Anna was taking care of the baby, and Rudy,
Oh, yeah.
she was talking about getting the jersey for Rudy, and I was watching All or Nothing Arsenal, and I was watching in the living room, and Arya comes out, and she's like, "Yo, Rudy team." I'm like,
Yeah.
Yeah, how the fuck you know? I looked at like, what the fuck?
She came out, Arsenal, Arsenal.
She says it now though.
I
Hell
love
yeah,
that
that's
shit.
right. Hell yeah.
What a
Hell
great,
yeah.
what a good way to start the show, man. Good energy in the
Yeah,
show,
yeah.
man. The G's dub. George is happy. We all happy.
Fuck this show.
Angel, Angel, you just back from Vegas, baby. How was that little short
Yeah.
vacation?
It was dope, man. Obviously, we hung out with your brother. It was a good time.
Sorry about that.
Nah, it was cool, man. Everything was dope. Yeah, everything was. I mean, a couple things happened that were pretty fucking funny. I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna.
Not on
say
air.
it.
Not on
He
air.
said-
These days.
Yeah, he said just
Nah,
looked at me
baby.
like, "Don't, I'll fucking you up." Right now, fuck. I'll let you guys know later. But no, apart from that, everything was dope. I mean, we were supposed to get together to watch Arsenal in the morning on Saturday, but Gonzalez until about 4 a.m. I didn't wake up. He brother, I don't know how he does it. There's something wrong with him. I don't know how he
Yeah.
doesn't sleep and stays awake. He just, I don't know.
He's a vampire.
But he was waiting for me, I guess, and I didn't show up. So, I just watched Arsenal bits and pieces on my phone while I was in bed, and then eventually woke up. And then we went to Dre's, had a good time, got drunk. Didn't make it out really in the night because he kind of died throughout the day. We were struggling with the bottles. We needed support. It was
I've seen
crazy.
that. I've seen the story. It's
we,
hilarious.
were, we were struggling, bro. It got to a point where the lady comes over to us like, "Hey, you guys still have X amount of money to spend, right?" And we're like, "How? Like, how do we still have to spend this much? Like, I don't.
Ya no
Like,
quiero.
I don't know." And it got to a point where we're just drinking them just because we had to. It's not because I wanted to keep drinking. I wanted to go home. I want to go home. I don't want no more.
Oh, fuck.
I
Hell
don't want
yeah.
no more.
Hell yeah.
But it was cool though. Apart from the heat, it was a good time. Then obviously we got together in the morning. Not morning, in the afternoon. Went to have some breakfast, and then we went to watch Galaxy at Crown Anchor. That was
Sick
cool.
as-
Some other Galaxy fans there, so that was a good time.
Sick as Galaxy, huh?
Yeah, big dick Galaxy. That's right.
Masa, you do anything dope this weekend? What you do, dog? What you do, dog?
Okay, went to go watch the mighty Arsenal get 4 for
Yeah.
4.
Let's go,
Had
baby.
a couple beers with the boys, and then I came home. I did some yard work.
Hey, ustedes no tienen casa, ¿verdad? Ninguno de
Nah,
ustedes.
no tenemos. papi, No
No le
tenemos.
encanta estar en casa a ustedes.
Oh,
I
shit.
did some yard work while I was still tipsy, so I sweated that shit out. Somehow,
Oh, yeah.
my head was pounding from like 5 p.m. to like 10 p.m. So
You need a couple more beers, I'm telling you. A couple more beers would have been
well,
straight.
I drank I drank a shitload of water, and I had like, all right, maybe because I haven't had coffee, I had like 3 coffees, dog, and like I took a nap and I woke up with the worst headache. I was like, oh, dog, come on.
Oh, shit. Funny. George, what's up, baby?
How about you?
Talk to me. Hold on.
I'm in shambles, dog. Lewis Hamilton no puede terminar nada. Fucking Arsenal's on top of the league. At least fucking United won, so I ain't even that mad. I'm just mad that Bruno's the one that scored the goal. I don't like him.
You just-
Why?
I don't think he's good.
Yeah.
I don't
think
like him.
it's
This is not. Yeah, I'm in shambles right now, boys. But it's okay. Galaxy won. I loved it. Then after that, drank some soju and watched House of Dragons.
Talk to
I'm
me,
looking
though,
for
son.
dragons.
Talk to me,
Hey, yo,
son. Talk to
Hey,
me,
I'm
what's
looking
up?
for dragon. If anybody knows where I can find a
Yeah,
dragon.
yeah. No spoilers at all. But that
Nah,
show, though,
no. Hey,
man, that show is.
I'm about to watch the second episode right now.
2 episodes in, the first episode had me like, damn.
Yeah, first
The
episode
second
was fire.
episode was like, ooh,
Well-
it's setting it up.
Dog, so like Game of Thrones, I know there's like big epic like fight scenes and like action scenes, right? But I've always liked Game of Thrones because they can fucking talk a full episode, right? And set up shit, and I'm there, like I'm there for it. I'll be stuck for the full hour without
Yeah.
having to have like these crazy explosions. And I think this show, like 2 episodes in, dog, like they have a good mixture of like everything going on. I'm fucking
Yeah, you have
hooked,
to see a
dog.
fight.
Dog. A real one, yeah. But yeah, I'm hooked. I like it. That's really dope. I'm also, yeah. Yeah, it's just tight. I had a dope weekend. I drank too much again. I gotta stop drinking, man. I gotta stop, man. Like, it just, you know what I mean? Sometimes Arsenal wins and you just gotta drink. So, you know what I mean? I drank a little too much, but I made it back home. Similar story to Masa, right? I stayed out a little longer. So I got home like I was 6. Apparently I wanted pizza. Don't remember this shit, right? I woke up about 5 hours later. headache too, and I said, "Fuck that." I had me 2 Guinnesses, and then I was like, "Well, we get pizza," and then just looked at me like I'm stupid, though. She's like, "There's pizza," and I ate the pizza, and then the next day, Marcia said to me like, "Fool, you don't remember nothing?" I was like, "No," like no, I don't. No, Arsenal won. That's all I remember.
No,
Like,
Arsenal won. Arsenal won. Yeah.
Fool, apparently, I
I'm
was
sure
fucking.
Jordan remembers.
I came home, and the first thing I did was trying to celebrate with Opie. To the point where this fool wouldn't hide from me. Like he didn't want to hang out with me no more. Like he wouldn't hide in my, like he wouldn't hide like in the other side of the fucking house, dog. Just yeah, I ain't shit. I'm gonna stop drinking pretty soon. Arsenal winning, though, so it's gonna be, you know,
Arsenal,
it's gonna be
Arsenal's got one. Yeah.
it's gonna be a little bit. You know, what I mean, I can't break the streak. As happy as fucking Arsenal made me though, the G's had the same effect last night. And I'm going right into it, man. G's was a revolution. Actually, prior to this game, we had a conversation, and we all kind of lightheartedly said, "Yeah, we'll get a result in New England, and then we'll get our ass beat in Toronto, right?" But the way that the team started this game, though, actually, man, I'm everywhere. Let's take a step back.
I get it. Excitement. You're like your blood pressure's here right now. I get it. You're like, listen, I get it.
Let's talk about the lineup though, because there was surprises there, right? Like it wasn't what I expected. Because we have Bonego. You have Gasper.
Yep.
Dupuis, Koulibaly, Williams, Araujo. You have Aguirre. Brookman, Puig, Cabral, and Chich, right? That's the lineup we come out with.
Yep.
Not what the fuck I expected, right? Especially not after like we had seen the last few games. Give me thoughts on that. We start off there.
I didn't understand what was happening with Gaspar. I still don't, to be honest with you. I still think he was the weakest link of the team, but I couldn't.
You
see
still
it,
don't
and then I
understand
saw the
why?
lineup. No.
Well,
Especially-
fucking
Edwards wasn't there.
yeah, right.
Like
Raheem
that's
was
the,
touched.
the most obvious reason.
What do you mean he wasn't there?
Raheem
He
Edwards
wasn't
wasn't even in the
available.
lineup. He was not available for the game.
What the fuck? He traveled.
Yeah, he's traveled, but
the
he
team, but
practiced
not
outside.
available.
Yep.
Oh, okay, but okay, never mind. Then I get it. But so then, if that's the point, why the fuck would you have him? Then I don't know why I go 3 in the back. But listen, this whole game, I was dumbfounded the whole time. I ain't gonna talk shit. There's zero for me to talk shit about. That was the only thing that I didn't understand seeing the lineup. If they wanted to be a little bit more attacking, because I don't think Gaspar's an attacking. But hey, I ain't got shit to talk about.
Yeah, like me too. Like to me, it seemed a little too defensive. To me, I thought we were gonna be lacking width because I didn't see Cabral and Granzier there, right? No Delgado out of nowhere, and we have Aguirre. I like Aguirre, but you know it's a away game, it's turf game. It's you know what I mean. Like when I saw a lineup like that light talk that we had about we're gonna get some points here, I was a lot more skeptical. Right, especially because like the first graphic I see, I didn't see a formation. Actually, I don't think I've seen a graphical formation, but I just the names, right? So in my head, trying to go through it, like I didn't see a shape. I didn't see how that was gonna work.
Well, the shape that I guess I don't know about you guys, but kind of when I was talking to your brother about this, the shape that I was thinking about. Well, so we're gonna play with 5 at the back, right? Because you're really not talking about. I think the only way we can really talk about that's gonna push up and play in that wingback type of role will be Araujo, right? I don't see that from Chase Gaspar. We've seen, we talked about this before about him, that he's gonna sit back more. He's not gonna be your guy to push up more, right? So that's why I was like, well, what are we doing here? Are we just gonna play this counter attack? What is he thinking? I mean, are we just gonna try and play right down the middle and hit him on a few dimes? Like, what's the plan? Like, I don't know. Like, I felt like we were gonna be sitting too much. Like, it's too low block for a team like New England. I was not in a good mood for it. Like, I was like, fuck, here we go again with this bullshit type of thing, you know?
Well, let's go back to that because I think. Yeah, let's go back to that because I had similar thoughts on that, and I think it played out some in the game, right? But let's go back to that. Masa, give me your thoughts on when you see this shit, like when you see this lineup. Any concerns?
Yeah, I was wondering why Delgado wasn't playing. I was wondering why Edwards wasn't playing. But then like watching the pre-show, they're like, oh, Delgado didn't even travel. I'm like, okay, that makes sense. I'm not mad at Aguirre. I like Aguirre a lot. I
Mm-hmm.
think he holds his own. Every time he's played so far, except maybe against you guys said that he had a bad game against Sacramento. I didn't think so.
Mm.
I think he's been up to par, so I don't have an issue with that. And knowing that we have Brookman back there to clean up, like, and then seeing Ricky start, I was like, okay, there's something here. Three in the back, I didn't get it, you know. But I mean, it worked out.
Yeah, I mean
It worked out.
right. Here's the thing, and I think it works out because we figured it out quick. Right, we figured out that they were gonna man press and man press high,
Mhm.
and then Aguirre, dog, like, and I'm going right to because 3 minutes in, like he scores a goal, right? Like Aguirre, like the fact that he makes that run, right?
From such a deep spot.
M-
Yeah.
Not only like most of our midfielders will drop in and then give him the option behind, like the pass back, right? Like he like that run into space, and then Cheech being able to fucking like, hold it and then find that ball. 3 minutes into the fucking game.
I think that shit worked out great because that's when you saw that lineup work, right? Because I don't know if you guys saw the post game with Cheech. He said, "Oh, I saw Cabral on the other side," and then he's like, I seen Julian take up the other wing, and he's like, and then I seen Aguirre making that run, and because of Julian making that run and Cabral hogging the other side,
Yep, that sped him.
Aguirre was able to get open, and it's like, oh, okay, and then he hits that Chicha hits that dime, bro, like that shit's like that control, that turn, and then he looks up and he sees him, seen Aguirre take off, and then when I seen him hit the pass, I was like, oh, this fool's gone. Then I
Then
kind of
Aguirre,
got nervous because of finish. Like I
Like,
was,
Aguirre, man, like he had a lot to do. Like it was a good
yeah,
dope ass pace, dope ass pass
You need a
that
composer
opened.
for that.
Yeah, it opened up the whole field for him, but he still had to get there, control it with the right touch, with the right with the right power not to get it too far him, and then finish.
yeah.
And fuck
It makes me
he-
hopeful, man. It makes me hopeful because we're gonna get to the second goal being very similar, but like this is exactly what we want from our wingers. Granted, the people that scored the goals aren't wingers, but for them to be able to make these runs and finally we have people that like, find these spaces, we're ending up in first place, boys.
listen, like that finish is nice as fuck, and he made it look so common. Like it was not like it was common. It was calm, cool, and collected. You know what I mean? Like he finished
Puta,
7 goals.
Jorge. Say it, baby. Say it. Say who it reminds
I
you of.
would I wouldn't, but you know what I mean. You go ahead, go ahead. Like, listen, I was impressed with that, and again, fucking 3 minutes in, and it wasn't a New England mistake per se, right? Like maybe they were a little soft on the defending, but like it was well done. It was a good run, good hold of play by Cheech, and good vision. Let's go, 1-0, fucking 3 minutes in. That has to make you feel good,
Does Jonathan Bond get a hockey assist for that?
Yeah,
because he's the one that goes out to Cheech, right?
Yeah, he
goes
gets
direct
it on
to
the dime,
Cheech.
yeah.
Yeah,
Well, one a few times he hit something on a dime.
Yeah, which is I know. God damn, oh, shit.
Look, I'm not gonna talk too much shit because we figured it out, but like it was one of a few times that he hit a dime. If we want to talk about anything, I think he wasn't very good distributing yesterday. But yeah, man, that was really good, and I think it set the tone too, right? I think that goal, like Cheech literally like showed what he wanted, because 10 minutes later, in a similar manner, right? It was a scrappy bouncy ball that Cabral kind of like
Tips
gets a foot on it back to Puig, right? And listen, I think we want to talk about it a little more, but like that bounce that ball takes initially for Puig is not the best one. You know what I mean? But the fact that he gets it on the awkward bounce, and he already had seen where Chief was running, he had seen where the gap was at, and again, it's one defender to his left, there's one in the middle, and one behind, right? Like so, the run from Cheech and then the pass, like they both were fucking quality. And holy fuck, like he split the whole defense, bro. I mean, he cut the defense in like
Sliced that shit. Yep, he sliced that.
shit. No, I have not been excited for a goal like that.
Yeah,
Galaxy goal like that. Stop. You know what I mean? Like, Slatan scores some bangers, bro. Right? Slatan scores some bangers, but that's because he's a fucking freak, right? That play right there, bro. Like, oh my god, that was disgusting. You know what I mean? Like, how do you shit on a defense like that? Like, cause that was dope, man.
Back
And
to back, similar goals too.
yeah, man, and it's it's what we talked about when we first heard about Chich coming to the G's, right? Oh man, he can make these runs. He knows how to make these runs. He can finish them, and that was it. Like that run was because I didn't see this like on live played. I just see this like hit a ball and it looked like there was too many defenders in the way, and I was like and then out of nowhere Chich comes through.
Comes
like,
out of nowhere, yeah.
Yeah, and I was like, yo, shut the fuck up, and then he finished right. Like a little scared too because like he looked like he caught under him. But he finished. I'm not gonna talk shit.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
not gonna say it.
Like he finished and holy fuck, 2-0 in 15 minutes away from home, and again, not something that New England gave away. Something we took. You know what I mean? Like something we created and deserved.
Yeah, created. Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Holy fuck! You know what I mean? Like it took me by surprise. I'm very good though. Like I not what I expected. Again, coming out that way. Listen, I was with you like where I thought it was gonna be a much lower block, and I think after the 2 goals and the England kind of settling down, it became a lot of that. And again, like and let's talk about this, right? Because it was a lower block, like where it was, recipient to a lot of the pressure to try to then find the space forward. But it didn't look good. You know what I mean? It didn't look. Yeah, it wasn't never under control in my opinion, right? Like, give me thoughts on that.
It was not, and I think that's one of the things that this resonated with just about everyone in the bar, right? Which is crazy. Yeah, everyone's seeing it, right? Everyone's like, "Fuck!" Like, kick this ball out, like, just rip it, like, you name it, like, because there was so much chaos going on back there. I mean, there was one they cut it. I think they sliced us twice, right? Right behind. I think it might have been. I think it was behind the Puig. I can't remember who it was before, and one of those. The forwards kind of came in on a 1-on-1 hitting the fucking the shot off the post.
Oh right? yeah. They looked on the side. Yep.
Yeah. We're all like, what? Like, that's what it was feeling like. I think after we scored the 2 goals and the fact that we set that deep, we had no control. It was just here, New England. Here's the ball. It took, in my opinion, a massive ass game from Jonathan Bond to keep us in this game, because if we have a shaky ass goalkeeper like we've had in the past, and as Jonathan Bond has been, susceptible to some shit as of late. Well, maybe not as of late, but since last year, there's been some moments where like, yo, what the fuck? This was the game, like, hey, yo, if you're gonna have a fucking bounce back game or a game to kind of set you up for the future, this was it, because he was on it. Like he has some fucking incredible saves there. Because realistically speaking, New England probably should have at least tied this fucking game, right? Because of everything that we gave up, we were sitting so low. Fucking Puig 3 or 4 times he sliced the fucking ball trying to clear it and just kind of came backwards, and a couple times landed right here. That's obviously I just gave what's his face a lot of praise, Jonathan Bond, in terms of his stops, but how many times was he under pressure or released the ball so close where it just got so dangerous? And I think all of us were like, like, oh, like it was ugly. It was like, really fucking ugly. And I was not comfortable. I was never comfortable. I cannot be comfortable until the end, and I hated it. I hated every moment of it.
But I'll tell you this though, there were some things I liked, right? Because we weren't stubborn enough to look for the pass, right? Like I've seen a few times, more than a few times, that they got in a little bit of trouble and they booted it. I've seen a couple times in defensively, like they didn't, they weren't trying to control it, and if a nice pass because they saw the pressure, they booted it, they got it out. What I didn't like was the fact that we did it so often, like the fact that like we got comfortable with like not trying to create and just kick it out and release some of that pressure. Like, I think, I mean, if you've seen it, like, don't get me wrong, Sasha comes in, and I'm going to go ahead and skip ahead, and we can talk about it, go back and forth, because I think from the 2 goals, from them scoring 2 goals until, like, after substitutions, is pretty much New England just kind of throwing what they have at us, and we standing shaky at times, but never fucking breaking, which, again, is what we want to see, right? Like,
bend don't break.
Yeah, bend don't, man, and I know it was ugly, and yes, I'm with you. I was shitting bricks. I am okay with a fucking away game like this, though.
Well, I mean, I'm not mad at it. I said I was shaking. I was shitting bricks. I hated it. Yeah. But I mean, I'm with you. It's an away game. But that's kind of what you expect. You expect the opposition to come at you right there at home. That's what would actually for my team. If I'm losing 2-0, 3-0, I mean, we've done it. We just still end up losing, but we come back and we scare the shit out of other teams. I mean, was it 4-3s, 3-2s this year at home? Same shit. Same exact shit.
Yeah, and listen, the fact that if we go out and score a couple goals early, and then boot the ball out, everything. Yeah, and then boot the ball every single time. Like, I'm okay with that, because again, that's what a lot of this game was. Like, I think I think it was ugly because they were down to be defensive. Like they were down to like, well, we scored 2 goals. We're not gonna fucking let this go, and I'm okay with that because we need some of that sometimes. And in a way, fuck yeah, let's go for that. But also, I don't think that field was good, man.
Hell no.
I don't think that field was good because like, listen, I talked here like how I like Brugman because he's solid in the back. He reads the game, he knows how to get the ball back, and he gives an easy pass every single time, right? It seems like it's always an easy pass. Every once and again, he'll go rogue and try to be creative, but and it still works out. Maybe not, but like see the creation, bro. My man couldn't give a fucking pass at all. Brugman could not give a fucking pass this game, dog. It was a horrible game for him passing, and I blame him. I'm gonna go ahead and give him a pass and say I'm gonna blame that shit all on the fucking turf, cause that ball was just like it was just weird. Like it will bounce weird. It like pick up a speed, kill speed. I don't think that should help out the Galaxy at all.
Master Javier, what you got for us?
I don't know, man. That shit was just that shit was dope, right? And because I mean, the team I like, they get wins like that, like ugly ass wins. But that shit was nerve wracking though, because like you said, that they should have at least tied, right? They've had the chances to. Bond was on his fucking game, and it took a banger to get one past him, and that says a lot about your goalkeeper in this moment. Like, in order to score on him, you have to put it top bins, bro. Anything else is he has it.
Especially
So-
that game.
Yeah, so I mean that's always a good sign, right? If your shit's not top bins, which most of the time those shots aren't, then we're in good hands right now. And just happy that they didn't break, bro. Even after the goal, they fucking didn't fall apart. They kept the structure. And shout out to Ricky, man. His defensive work rate was fucking crazy, bro. After the second.
Well, I think his work rate in general, man, he was just
Yeah.
all over. And even I know Brugman's not going to get a lot of credit for his work too. But I mean, think about it. He's out there kind of dealing with a lot of the same shit too.
Yeah.
So
Aguirre, too.
Yeah,
Aguirre, man.
definitely.
Oh,
You know what? All
man.
of them.
My-
I just don't know about Cheeky Noogie, man, but that's a whole
Oh,
different You
Man,
know,
so-
I don't think I had to. I don't think I have to say anything about it. If you guys
Nah.
saw the game, you guys know what I'm talking about. Like, it was just like, yo, come on, Cheeky Noogie.
Let's
It's
bring
like,
it- Let's bring it back to fucking Aguirre though, because me and Martha talked about it, and I straight up say it. Like for me, I think Aguirre was the man of the match. I like that kid's like what he did that game. Like he was able to unlock the midfield so many times with fucking by intercepting and then giving the right touch. There was one, I mean, I think it was Julian, like intercepted in the midfield, takes one touch and then puts him through, like straight down the wing, and again nothing flashy, and it creates a chance. I think it was a driven one that we probably should have scored, but we didn't. And it's creation like that I love, man. And that kid's like, we're talking about Puig's work rate, like Aguirre's work rate to fucking track, to fucking get the ball back. Oh man, yeah, I was really happy with Aguirre, especially because I didn't miss Delgado, and I like Delgado.
Yep.
I think, in my opinion, the tune or the not tune, but I don't know. I guess the topic of this specific game was work rate. Like how many times have we talked about it this season where we're mad at a loss not because of the fact that we lost to a better team, but it's the fact that our team just didn't work. That they were fucking lazy, or games that we've given up, leads in, or whatever it may be. It's just that the lack of urgency, the lack of giving that extra for your team. How many was it? Just a few months ago, I was giving Chichito shit for not working hard, man. Like for half-assing shit. I remember I got pissed in one game. I was fucking livid because Vanny chose to take out Dayon instead of Chicho, and Dayon was still out there busting his ass, and so I don't know what Chicho had going on, but this game, and even the last game, because I know we haven't talked about it, but Chich, that's what he's been doing. He's been fucking working, right? He's been chasing. I mean, again, example, that goal that he's, the assist, his assist, not his goal, but the assist. Look at where he's at receiving that ball. He came deeper. He understood the situation. Like, hey, I can't be up there hanging. I need to create something. I need to drop a little bit, make something out of nothing.
What'd you say about that play? What'd you say about Cheech in that play? You remember what you said on Discord?
The Ricky one?
No.
Cheech.
Cheech's play.
Wow, what I say?
My man said Chich is the cam we need. Cause like that's
Oh,
a
yeah.
cam play. Like
Yeah,
he was
that's
right.
he was at a cam
Yeah,
play right
that's
there. Like
exactly true. That's the
dropped
kind
in
of we need.
and did it right. Again,
But with that, it's that work rate, right? And it's if the Galaxy could give me this shit every fucking game, regardless of what style we play, whether it's a style of hey we're gonna sit back and defend him and counter, or we're gonna hold. But if they have this level of intensity, this level of urgency to come out and be gritty, be a team that's gonna fucking fight, we'd probably be in a much better shape right
You,
now.
you know
yeah.
what it
Right
is?
now,
Just thinking about it after the game a little bit, it's the two people that kind of set the tone for that grittiness and for that fight. It's two people that haven't seen the field much, and I feel to the rest of the players, it's something that in Aguirre and Ricky, Cheech is gonna turn it up whenever he can or whenever he wants to. It is what it is. But when Ricky and Aguirre come in, which two arguably man of the matches are the ones that are setting the tones around players that have done this day in and day out. I think it kind of sparks something in the rest of the team, like, oh shit, okay, let's step this shit up, as opposed to Marky Delgado and a Brugman that it's more of a well, that's what they're supposed to do type of thing. You have two new players that are stepping onto this field. One is setting the example in Ricky. Maybe they're happy that he's there and he brings a little bit more flow to the game. But Aguirre's a hustler. And when you look to the left and right, when you see a Julian, when you see a Cabral, you gotta step it up because this man's not given his moment. He's taking this moment
Yeah,
and he's hustling. So you set the example, and it's crazy because it's two players that haven't seen the field much, and kind of that's what I get out of it. That when you have players that consistently start, some players could lack off, some players can't because they know, oh well, that's what they're supposed to do. As opposed to some people that haven't seen the field. We know that Rick is going to be seeing the field, but an Aguirre that comes in and hustles that much and kind of shows you the work rate that you need to do, it puts a step in your ass.
Again,
yeah, especially for Mark. When he comes back, Mark knows like, hey, yo, I got this motherfucker right on my ass. It's that. And same thing. Victor Vasquez, Collection, when you guys come in, these 10 minutes you guys gonna get, you guys got to make them count. Because your time is going to keep getting reduced the more that Aguirre keeps seeing the pitch. And listen, so Daniel's back playing too, right? With G's too. So it might just be a matter of time before he gets back into the flow with the main squad.
And let's take a second here, though, because look at the fuck we're talking about, right? We've been mad. Not only that, but we've been mad at like our depth, right? Because like, who the fuck you gonna bring in? Who the fuck you bringing out? Like, if Chich goes down right now, I'm not necessarily packing anything because we have Dejan. Like, you know what I mean? And he's gonna come in and he's gonna put in fucking work and he's gonna score goals because he has been, right? In the midfield, I feel the same way now. Like, I think that we got enough pieces like that we can move them around. Like, this is what the fuck I'm talking about. Like, this is again. Season has not been perfect by no means, right? There's still fucking a very good shot now, right? And again, we're not as weak as we have been before, right? Like, you look at our bench, like Grandier came in as a sub, right? And again, like he could have been better, but he was a threat, right? Dejan coming off the bench, chicken noogie, right? But even like again, like even his stupid ass, he has flashes, bro. Like you know what I mean? Like,
he can put a good cross. He can give a good center. I mean, you name it. There's a few things he can do, right?
Yeah.
He's just chicken noogie, bro. It's unfortunate.
And the versatility too, right? Because Koulibaly goes down. Okay, let's go into a back and forward now again, right? Let's shift again. And he didn't skip a beat. Like, I think perhaps maybe it looked a little better at the end there, right? Fresh legs, players that can run against the team who have been working against. Like, there was a more balance towards the end there. All good fucking things, and all this shit away too. Again, gritty. The game wasn't good. The game wasn't pretty. It was gritty as fuck. But it's 2-1 victory away from home, right? Reassures you at top of the line, right? And now you're putting pressure above you, right? Like, yes, there's still pressure.
Games in hand.
Yeah, there's still pressure below us, right? There's still pressure below us, but like, okay, now we're building on something, right? Against Seattle, we should have had a fucking victory, got a fucking draw, and I don't want to go back and talk about that. But okay, it wasn't.
We won the game before that, so it's 3 games in a row, right?
And now
you're unbeaten.
And now you go to New England, you get this fucking dub. And again, both goals, like, yes, they happened early, and then some domination by the Revs, but both of those goals were class goals that we earned. They weren't given by the Revs or anything like that. I'm gonna fucking take this, man. And not only that, like, now you have Cáceres, who's waiting for his fucking paperwork, right? And you want to talk about somebody who's gonna give you some bite in the back? Cáceres gonna give you that fucking bite, bro. I think Cáceres is gonna be the one yelling too, like and making sure that the position coverage too. I like him. And I know Angel. Have you been in the pod when we got a chance to talk about him?
Nah, I haven't talked to him about it yet.
You, all right, let's wrap up this, and then let's talk about a little bit about Cáceres and some of the moves that we might see coming into Toronto. Listen, I want Sasha to get his. Sasha comes in 60th minute. I want him to get his fucking. I want him to get his assist because I think if he gets his assist, then we'll feel less likely to put him in because he shows qualities here and there. But holy fuck, he also scared the fuck out of me like twice because he lost the ball
Gave up the ball in very,
you know what I mean?
very, very crucial positioning. And listen, I get you, but it could fuck you or it's a curtain call. You get me? Because it almost fucked us.
Yeah.
Especially away. And I think, how many home games do we have left? A handful,
top
maybe
of
like
my
4 or
head.
5.
Yeah, we have 5.
4 or 5. Let's say 4 or 5. Let's use them then. Let's use those moments then. Away, you can't risk that shit because not only one. You have the away crowd to turn on you, regardless if it's 2,000 or 10,000. It's still an away crowd, and then you get an added pressure to the end of the game. It's not needed. I get what's happening, but I think there's a time and place for it. And at this point, I understand he deserves his current call. He deserves what he deserves, but Vanny needs to kind of measure that out. The pros and cons to it. The con is he gives up a ball on a fast-paced team. And they score one on our ass. The pro is he gets a curtain call away on the away trip. You get me? Like,
and here's the shit though, like shit just worked out on Sunday, right? Because luck was on our side. Because we seen the mistakes that he made last night's game cost us goals. Like those sack mistakes that cost us goals before, luck was on our side. Man, we got a 2-1 victory away.
I feel like we rarely ever have, so it's
yes.
I don't know. I think it's good signs.
I promise you, when I seen that shit hit the post, I thought like somebody was gonna hit it off a knee and go in.
Yeah,
like bounce like back in the fucking palm or something and it goes in, like, because that's the type of shit that we get, right? But listen, recently we got in some penalties. What the fuck, right? Like even against Seattle, like that call got called back.
The no call penalty against New England, the hand in the box.
But I think that was a good no call.
I'm not saying.
But we got a stupid goals called. Yep.
Yeah, exactly.
You're 100% right. Like, we definitely, they've definitely called those against us before. So I'll take it, man. And I'm I'm not even gonna. I'm gonna let it ride as long as get lucky all you can, man. But again, good match. 3 points in the bag away. Good fucking Sunday. Let's go, boys. Then we move, right? Because the short week on Wednesday, we're up in Toronto. And that motherfucker looking kind of scared. You know what I mean?
I do have a question for you guys.
What up?
Yo.
You guys, who is your man of the match here? Because I was listening to the Nag Boys pod, and interesting take, because George said here it was between Puig and Aguirre for him, right? Where do you guys all sit here? George, where do you sit? I'm curious.
I'm 100. I put it up. Someone countered me with good. I think there's 3 man of the matches here that are potential for me. It's Ricky. For me, it's Ricky. He gets the assist, and then the tempo and the aggressiveness that he sets for tracking back, being his first game, his first full game in the MLS. We've sat here and said plenty of times like, oh, give him time to adjust into the MLS. Second is Aguirre, just because of who he is. He's not a starter, and he went out there and showed the balls. But third is Chich. He got an assist and a goal.
And he worked his ass off too.
Yeah.
Before we go off, the rest of stuff in the chat that I want to bring up. I'm Aguirre though, man. Like I hear you. I think Puig is amazing. I'm excited about Puig. That man, he's gonna unlock us to create chances. Whether it's him giving assist or him giving the second pass, right, or the pass before the last. Like that kid's gonna unlock us. I'm happy with him. Dope as fuck. But Aguirre though, like I'm so happy to see that's who we have. Like waiting, right? Like let's lock him up, man. Let's do Saliba, give him like a 5-year deal. Lock him up. Let's keep him for a while. Like I like it, man. Again, like we've seen flashes of players They would all these like Dunbar, for example, right? Like Dunbar, like we seen flashes, and we're like, yo, he could be a good player. He could be a good player. Like get a little body, you know. What do Aguirre is like a good player right now.
Mhm.
We had Mark Delgado out, and we didn't skip a beat in the midfield because Aguirre, like he fulfilled those shoes, you know, as they're meant for him. I fucked with that. So for me, and again, super biased because I'm so excited that he's like, you know, our kid. That's my guy.
I mean, he's from the Bay Area, so I mean.
But all right, listen, I'm always gonna confuse them. Hey, I'm always confused. But this is the kid that came in unscouted, right? Like he came in for a walk-in, and he stayed. Is Daniel Aguirre like 2 years ago?
I'm not sure. No, but I do know
Alright.
he's from the Bay Area. This is the kid I was telling you guys that was coached by Eli.
I like him
Okay.
though, man. And plus he's gonna say I don't know if you heard the the conference or the post interview on field. My man,
No, I saw that he had one, but not. What did he say?
my man said something. They're asking about about Puig and Chich, and he's like, and he was like, yeah, man, like, we all just wanted, we're all just working for it. He's like, man, the whole team, and I was like, hell yeah, that's like dog.
Hey,
That's
let's
like
go.
you guys are cheating too hard, yeah, man. Listen, we want to, like, you know what I mean? It's not common, so yeah. Allow us.
I was having the comments.
Listen, I pour everybody a nice cup of Kool-Aid. So we're all here today.
All right,
But
wait,
Masa.
What?
who's your player of the
Oh.
match?
What?
Ricky, because he went 90 over Chich. So
That's
he
wild,
worked.
man.
He
I don't
worked.
mind it, man.
He worked.
I mean, I get it.
on both ends, and his like I forgot who. I think it was Total Galaxy posted his stats. This shit was crazy, bro. Like 88% pass completion.
Oh yeah.
Fucking two,
Like
like
5-5 out
yeah,
of duels
like
won, shit
crazy,
like that.
bro,
Yeah,
crazy
it was.
stats.
But
I'm just gonna give it to. Yeah, I gotta give it to Ricky. I would say Cheech, but I think it was Ricky.
Who you going with, Angel?
I'm gonna say I don't even think it's an argument. It's Cheech, man, and I don't think he's gotten a shine like this in a minute. You know, it's been elsewhere in a lot of the places. I mean, Dayon stole a lot of the light. You know, there for a moment there we've been
Hot
talking
boy,
about
hot boy
he
summer
could be
for this
gone.
one.
You know.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. You know, so and even right now, I mean, some of us. I'm not saying that I want him there, but you know, it's that type of pressure you want on Cheech, right? And I'm glad that he instead of breaking, falling apart, he's going a little streak. You know, especially leading
Yeah.
up to playoffs. You know, that's what I want to see. And the fact that one thing that to me pushes him over the edge here is the fact that he got the goal. We know he can score goals, right? It's the fact that he got that assist.
Yep.
Listen, his assist. It was just slightly outshined by Puig, in my opinion, in terms of the type of assist that it was.
Oh,
Puig,
yeah.
I think, just because, like, yo, he's a kid. He's doing this amazing shit. We know he's coming
40
from Barcelona.
yards.
I think we're all like, what?
40 yards, bro.
But put Cheech's and put I'm telling you, like, put both of those assists next to each other, like side by side. There's a lot of similarities in what Cheech did there.
It was
His work rate, everything. I just don't think he gets that much credit because he's the forward. He wasn't sent too far deep. But in my opinion, I think this was his game. Like he, you know, when I say you need to be that leader, put your team on your back type of thing, that to me was him in this game because he did. Yes, you know, we got that assist and he got the goal. Right. I am gonna give a big ass shout out on Jonathan Bond for this one because he also kept us in this game. Right. And I get for everything. I'm not knocking Aguirre. I'm not knocking who at all. I get it. Like, this is great games from a lot of our players, right? The bottom line here is that you guys all making your argument for a different player. That's not a problem. That's a great thing. Yeah, right? That's a good problem to. That's not even a problem. That's a great thing to have. If we want to fucking beat our asses over about who's man of the match, I'm cool. We can do that too.
You know what I mean?
But, you know, point. You know, but point is like, listen, we even got to give, you know, Bond his credit because he did keep us in this game, right? But again, for me, I'll say it's Cheech. And sure, I'll back up Eddie here for Costa not playing, so we'll see how that goes.
Listen, Masa says Puig. George, who'd you go with? Oh, Puig, right?
Split Ricky and Aguirre.
You say Cheech. I say Aguirre in the chat. This Bond. Yes. Like you know, like yes, like you
Arguing
if
about
you
Borg,
want
we're
to
not
say it,
even
like
arguing.
yes, like
Yeah.
again, I think I'm with you, George. What you said in the chat, like if Bond gets that clean sheet, I think you know, I'm arguing for him to take the fucking because like he had a beast game. Can we talk about how stupid we look when Chich was on the floor? Right, like we'll go on. I just want to talk about
Yo,
because
dog, hey,
that's the one part I was yelling at the TV, bro.
lose the game, lose the game, lose the game. I don't care. Dog,
Chich
what
what?
about if he's really injured?
on the
What about
floor.
if something really when he got hurt? When he got hurt on the sideline,
And we didn't know how to fucking throw a
when he
ball
got
out.
kicked in the knee,
and we couldn't kick the ball out. And
for the
he
life
lost
of us,
possession like
Oh,
3 times.
that was a moment I want to go pee pee. And your
dog.
brother told me,
We had
"Nah,
the
bro,
ball.
like,
We
I'll
had
check
the
out,
ball for
figure
like
out
2
what
minutes.
happened."
2 minutes, we couldn't kick the fucking ball out. They kept punting it forward. They kept expecting the dog get that fucking ball with your hand if you have to. I thought they were gonna foul the player because New England wasn't gonna stop. New
Well,
England
New
was getting
England didn't
momentum.
stop
Yeah,
because
why?
we
Yeah.
had possession.
Yeah,
And then
there's
we
no-
didn't kick
yeah.
it out. They were like, "Oh well, you fools didn't kick it out. Why the fuck should we?"
Yeah, no.
Even if we
I'm
didn't,
like,
like, why should they? You know what I mean? Like, I, you know what I mean? I get mad when we kick it out too. You know, I'm not gonna lie. You know what I mean? Like,
There's no
fuck it.
reason. The
Fuck,
fact that
that's
I
our
don't hear
problem.
anybody yelling, you don't hear anybody yelling and kick the ball out. I like New England. I don't know if you guys noticed, but you can hear a lot of the on-field communication when it comes to I don't know what they have there, but you don't hear shit of anyone yelling to kick the fucking ball. Even Sasha, when he got the ball, when he kicked it out, he was still a little confused, and then he finally kicked it out. Cheech was on the floor for 3 minutes.
From yelling on my TV, bro. I'm like yelling on my kick. You know, I'm fucking top of my lungs. Like, what the fuck are you guys doing? I don't get it. Like, even if Cheech is fucking flopping and he's playing a fool, throw the fucking ball out. I don't fucking get it. Boot it all the way to the other side. Get Cheech some treatment. I thought, like, whatever. We still won. Still love them all. I thought it was fucking bonehead of us. And we look really, really dumb doing that. All right, let's go. Dope dub. We got another game on Wednesday against New England. Right before we go there, Cáceres is here.
Toronto.
Oh yeah, sorry, Toronto. My bad.
I'll play England again. It's okay.
Cáceres is here. He's with us. We're just waiting for the visa. Didn't hear anything about it today, so I mean, I don't know if it's there. Angel, I know we had a chance to talk about it. We talked about Cáceres and what we thought about him. He's here though, Angel. What you think of it?
Fuck, man. I don't know. My thing is, look, when you have a guy like that, I get it. I mean, that's baby Godin right there, you know? They fucking monsters in that back line with Little White, right? It's that experience, those World Cup games, you know, everything they've done
Champions
in
League
South
games.
America, everything that that experience, I get it, 100%. But I just hope his legs can keep up because you see it now in the MLS, right? You're playing against talented strikers now. You know, some are built differently, some are bigger bodies, some are just really quick. You can't keep up. There's different things. I hope that he can't keep up to the level. And obviously, he's coming for a late additional piece. You know, add depth to that back line in case someone goes down, or maybe even starts if he's not going to play. You know, full. You know, 90. Whatever. You know, 90. It's cool. I get it. So I'm not upset about bringing this type of support to get you down the stretch, potentially get you into playoffs, right? And potentially be a leader in playoffs. Maybe it be that type of voice that we needed in the back for a while. I think we've seen some signs there from some players, but I don't think anyone has actually finally been the guy like, yo, this is my fucking back line. I'm the boss. I'm the fucking general. We're gonna do this shit. You know, here's the fucking attitude that we're gonna play with.
Yeah.
Now, if you're telling me that we're going to extend his contract, though, for next year or the year after that, that's a whole different conversation, right? Where I probably have to think about it more. But in the fact that we're getting, from my understanding, very little money
for what he brings us, 165K or something that year.
Yeah, you know, obviously, I mean, it's not little money, but
well, I mean, compared.
Oh, right, exactly, yeah, exactly. So, I'll take the gamble because of everything that he brings with him for the remainder of the season.
Man, like I don't need like a couple of things, right? Like you said it. This late in the season, this is the level of support that we're bringing. Like I don't think we have to bank on him. You know what I mean? But we have guys in the team for the rest of the year. And let's say he is a fucking beast, and let's say he fits the MLS. we have the option for the next year. I'm sorry, like that's like Puig and this fool, fucking excellent business. Like you bring a player like him on 165K a year for the rest of the year. If it works out, you can sign him again. If it doesn't, no commitments. Okay, yeah, yes. George, you have something to say about that?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not mad at it, especially because, like you guys said, it's good business. The amount of money, we're not tied to him, which Galaxy's known for tying themselves to players and kind of
Yeah,
just
that.
and writing it out. It's one of those things. And what I like the most about it is that this man's still trying to get into the World Cup. So we know we're not going to get a half-assed player that's not trying to show anything. He wants to get on the field and he wants to prove his point. Take his performance with a grain of salt, because everyone, when it's World Cup year, they kind of step it up a notch. But then evaluate him. What's the worst that could happen in this case? You didn't tie yourself down for 2 years, like we usually do, like an 18-month contract. We tied him down for 9 games. He wants to get into the World Cup. These 9 games are the rest that he is what he has. It's potentially his last World Cup. He wants to get into the squad. It's a win-win.
Yeah. Right? It's weird because like
Yeah.
there's always a catch-22 or something. You know what I mean? Like there's always something there. I don't see it here though. Like I mean, like worst comes to worst, he gets on the first game and he's complete ass, and then we never see him again. He kind of helps us out in the background with the younger players, some defensive knowledge. Okay, that was it. You know what I mean? Like that's like I'm good with this, man. Especially for a player like him, I like him. I like him a lot. I like him out of right back. I just like the grit and the way he goes into tackles. You know what I mean? We gotta have somebody who's gonna have some balls back there and whatever. Even if it's for a few games, I'm gonna take it. I like it. But let's go ahead and talk about Toronto, because this one is a scary one. I ain't gonna lie. Toronto's looking nice.
I'd have a very different narrative if we had lost to New England.
Yep.
Thank you.
I think Masa, before going on this away trip, he said if we come back with 3 points combined from this trip, or 2 points, I believe he said. I was on the fence with it. I'm good with 3 points. If we go out there and steal a tie, I'm okay with it as well.
I think the best case scenario for this
But we
road
lose.
trip already happened.
We got 3 points.
I had told George 1 draw in New England and a draw in Toronto, 2 points from this trip. I'm good with that as long as we come back with points. We have 3. That's 1 more point than I thought that we can possibly get on this road trip. Shit, we take a L. Fuck it. If we fucking
Now, you know
tie,
what?
better. And if we get a fucking win, amazing, bro.
Listen, to kind of back up what I was saying, if we lose, I'm okay with it. But I want to see a lot of what we noticed in the first game. Because what we see from the Galaxy is we have high highs, and then we follow them with really, really low lows. I understand it's a away team, it's a good Toronto, but let's match pace. Let's match that, the creativity. Let's not go out there and be scared. That's the last thing we need to do. Vanny needs to see this as an opportunity to build on what we just saw. If he does a complete 180 on it, I think he's not doing himself any favors. Let's try to go out there and be competitive, even if that means showing what we saw for 20 minutes, kind of getting a feel for the game and working on what we saw, and then kind of adjusting according to plan. That's fine, but let's work on what we just saw, because you're not going to do yourself any favors when not doing that.
I think it's going to be an interesting game too, because I don't think Toronto's a team to sit back. And usually,
Hell no! Have you been watching Toronto lately?
That's what I'm saying. Like, and teams that don't sit back, we tend to have good games against. So,
oh man, yes.
It's gonna be interesting. I'm excited to see, just to see where we're at.
Yeah.
I mean, result doesn't matter, right? At this point, I just want to see them compete. And if they could go at it, you say I'm Bergaso, those 2 teams, and if we lose, effort, right? That's all we ask for. At least I've been asking for I don't give a fuck if we lose. But if you give me 110%, then I'll take that fucking L. Yep. So I just want to see that.
I'm hyped. Not gonna lie, I'm mad nervous. But it's a good nervous, right? I'm one of the believes that against big teams, against the good teams, the Galaxy comes out. You know what I mean? Our biggest, for me this season, our biggest problem has been the fact that we have taken bad L's to teams we shouldn't have taken L's, right? Drop points against teams that shouldn't drop points. But when it comes to the big games, I think, again, I'm not saying like we win every single game against the big boys, right? Or the better teams. But I think we compete with them. And I'm excited to see where we at, right? Because there's players on that Toronto team I mean, Insigne is one of my favorite players though. Like, just
He
you
is
know,
a
I mean,
fucking animal, bro. I was mad that we didn't go after them. Fuck,
like, me
that shit
too,
pissed me
me
off.
too.
I
Because
was
that's like
mad.
when I think of a Cam, like he embodies a lot of what I like. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
He's my
fast.
inspiration.
I see it. I see it. Like
He's
I'm
my
about to say
height,
slice.
bro.
Yeah. Like listen, I get it. In the fact that he's such a big presence with being so small, right? Like and his vision and his
I mean,
pace and his finish. Again, Insigne. No, fuck you. They have quality players, and I'm not even gonna try to say Bernadette,
Bernardeschi.
Bernadeschi.
like that. I,
He's a beast, dog.
Bernardeschi.
he's a beast, bro. Like you know what I mean. Like and it doesn't stop there. Like I think they have a well balanced team. And so far, like since these additions, they've kind of come out and done this, right? But I'm again, it's me. So take it with a grain of salt. I'm not scared of them, right? I really want to see where we at with right now, where we at, right? Because like, again, we played dope games against against the better teams. We had really shitty games against shit teams, but our form right now, I want to see them coming up against Toronto right now.
I think we could get a result. To be honest with you,
Listen, I'm not trying to sell nobody on the result this time because like you know what I mean. Like I think it's a far fetched move to get a real result, right? And I'm being honest here. Like I don't at their house on 3 days rest. You know what I mean? Like I'm not sure.
they
Like
played. They played too this weekend.
fair. Like all I'm saying is like you know there's variables here. I'm excited for it though because I think we're gonna. I think we could do something here. Like and it'd be interesting to see where we're at after this game, right? And how we feel about it because again, I think Georgia and Massa, you both said it already. Like yes, if we get a result, it'd be fucking amazing. But we really want to see the team go heads up with this team, right, and see where we're at. And if they can do that and not embarrass us, we'll see where we're at next week when we have a conversation again, right? Let's talk about lineups, or unless you have something to say, Angel. I don't want to cut you off if you had something to say.
For me, I just say it's getting the 3 points against New England. You go into Toronto more at ease, you know.
Yep.
It's more you're more relaxed. You don't have the same pressure that you probably would have had if you would have lost this game, you know, against New England because you need points. The
Yep.
fact that the Western Conference is so tight, you need points.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to Toronto. Like if I'm there, I'm going to Toronto. I'm just like, guys, just go play. You guys are good enough. You guys can actually beat this team. You guys can compete with Toronto. Like give them that confidence. Just go play your game. Like don't overcomplicate it. You know, just keep it simple. Just play your game, and you guys will be fine. If we can do that, they just can go out and just have a relaxed game without that pressure, without, you know, I don't know, just go fucking play soccer. You know, this is the type of game where you can just go and have fun.
Go out and believe that you're good, though, man. Like, if these fools can believe they're fucking good.
But that's what I'm saying. Like,
You know what I mean?
go
Like,
play your
I'm
game.
with
You
you.
know,
Yeah,
go
I'm
have
with
fun.
you.
Yeah, like go have fun
Yeah.
right now. Like this is you go show them what you're capable of. We've already hit, like you guys said, 3 points, right? Masa, you said 2. The fact that we got any points to me is like, fuck yeah, let's do it. You know, I'm good. That's what I mean. Like to me, just go out there and play a game. Show everyone else that you guys are good enough and just go play your game. You know, don't be all stressed out. Let Toronto have the pressure of having to win the game at home. If you come and spoil the party for them, even fucking better.
Fuck yeah. Like I'm excited for it. And again, I just want to see these fools come out and try to prove something. You know what I mean? Try to believe it themselves. You know what I mean? Let's talk about it though, right? Because Bond is on goal. There's no changes there. What are we thinking? What else are we thinking about everything else? Because at this point, is it another back three? Is it a 5?
Puig, Williams, Araujo, Raheem gets to start if he's okay. You let Aguirre ride. Aguirre, Markey, you don't switch that up.
Well, Mark has
Aguirre, Brooklyn. Sorry. Aguirre, Brooklyn.
but Mark also has he has flights booked or reserved, right? So he's waiting to get a thumbs up
Confirmation that he's good to go.
and he could be up there. So like,
regardless, you give Aguirre the nod for what he did last game. He's young. You let him ride. Ricky,
yes.
and I want to see a Grandier. I want to see a Grandier Cabral.
Yeah.
I want to see
I was gonna
Grandier
say the
Cabral
same thing.
and Jovelek.
Nah, Cheech. Keep Cheech in there, man. Right now,
Nah, I
keep
want
it
to see
Cheech in
Joveljic just to show everybody that Joveljic's not a starter, so Chich can finally get his starting position.
there. What the fuck, George? No, just to prove a point, prove like you're an idiot.
Oh
I love
yeah,
you.
hell yeah.
Oh, listen, I agree with most of your shit, but I want Cheech in there. Cheech isn't on form right now. Like,
I just leave Joveljic to talk shit, but yeah, Chich starts.
I don't have no problems with that, man. I don't have no
I think
problems with
we,
that lineup
I
at
think
all.
we go, but I want to go back to what we've been playing this whole time.
Four four the 4-3-3, four three
Yeah,
two
like if
one.
we're gonna play against Toronto's top team, then we go at it with our best team too, and that includes Edwards. And if Delgado makes the flight, then I give Delgado the nod just 'cause he has, you know, maybe fresher legs. And then yeah, I want to see Granciera and Cabral on the wing. I don't want to see fucking Douglas Costa. I don't want to see fucking Chicken Nugget. And I want Chicharito starting up top. I want my strongest squad, the squad that's gonna give me the best possible chance to win that game. That's gonna be Granciera and Cabral on the wing.
Fucking Vanny's gonna put Costa, dog. That shit's gonna piss
Nah,
me
chill the fuck out. Please don't say that. I'm right there with him myself. I think, cause I don't see Toronto being cautious, right? Like,
No, they need points too.
so
Like
they're not gonna be caught. Yeah,
they're trying to make a playoff push too.
and they're at home, right? So I don't think they're gonna be cautious. And holy fuck, if that opens up spaces, baby. If that opens up spaces, you know what I mean? I want Grazier and I want Cabral there, right?
Yeah.
Listen, and for what it's worth, right? Like, Grazier has been putting in shifts recently that are, in my opinion, worthy of the starting position. And Cabral, on the other hand, is been doing a lot better, bro. Especially, like, understanding the cross he's trying to put in, right? Like, he assisted Grazier the last or home game. Yeah, the home
Yeah.
game, right? Like, and Cheech is in fucking form, right? And now you have Puig who's gonna fucking unlock it. Oh shit, man. Man, I'm excited for the game. It's gonna be good. Thoughts on game? Anything else before we go predictions? Get the fuck out of here.
Oh, we're doing predictions for the game. Dang.
No, you gotta do predictions. Come on, man. You know you gotta do predictions.
Nah, I think I'm.
Damn, I
good
don't
with
know.
that.
I don't know if I agree with you guys though.
Yeah, because
All right,
What?
talk your shit then. Yeah, go for it. Give me your
It's not
thoughts.
talking shit. Like I completely understand what you guys are saying, 100%. But then the way I see it is, you still have Sporting Kansas City that you have to play on Sunday. You have to fly back here, and that to me is probably a bigger game because that's a team that you're actually fighting for Western Conference points. Well, obviously they're not in the same. You know, they're still in the bottom, right, or somewhere down there.
Yeah,
At
they're
the
in
end of the
12th
day,
place.
it's a fucking Western Conference. It doesn't fucking matter, right? To me, that's a bigger game here at home. If you can get some rotation going, you know, where maybe you hope that whatever plays you start off with, you know, give you a good 60, 70-minute shift and you can keep it within a goal to Toronto, and then you put in your starters and just get 20, 30 minutes off of them to try and change that because they're obviously chasing more, right? And they're trying to win at home, right? If you can keep it close to that sense and you gamble in the last, 20, 30 minutes, I wouldn't be mad at that.
Shouldn't you start
Because
with your starters though? Because
I mean,
then
yeah,
isn't that
usually,
more rest
but
if you take them off?
what do you mean?
So
No,
shouldn't
they'd be
you
playing
start
less
off with your
minutes.
starters? No, start off with your starters and then take them off towards the end of the game because their rest time starts when they get off of that field, as opposed to going from 60 minutes to 90 minutes because they're still gonna play the full game. Is what I'm trying to say.
Well, I guess my whole thing was how many minutes they put under their legs.
I mean,
Okay,
I
got
mean,
it. Okay.
I mean, regardless,
my issue
it
with
does.
that, my issue with that, Angel, is that some of these players haven't been here that long. So the more they
I
can
get it.
play together, like I mean, Brugman hasn't been here that long. Ricky hasn't.
Oosh, yeah, I get it. And obviously, if you add Edwards back into the mix, if you add Mark back into the mix, there's definitely again, it's. I'm
And that's
not
why I
saying that I
think
don't agree with you guys. I'm not
yeah,
saying that I don't disagree with you guys. I'm probably in the same boat. It's just I'm also thinking about what's gonna happen
yeah.
on
But
Sunday. So when
maybe if
George
you want,
says, "Oh, fucking Vanny's gonna do this shit," maybe what Vanny's thinking is he's also thinking about Sunday, right? So if he does come out with some shit where I don't think the four of us would probably choose to do so right now, I won't be mad at it either because he already got 3 points. You can gamble with something different here if you think it's gonna be something that's gonna benefit the team on Sunday
but see, that's
at
what
home to Kansas City.
but then you
Man.
forget that the New England game, like that to me was kind of a rotational too, because I mean, Delgado was gone, Edwards was rested for whatever reason, right? They weren't playing. So right there, you already have I don't know. One of those CBs is not gonna start against Toronto if we go what fucking 4 in the back. I mean,
This is
Also,
an
man,
idea. Like I said,
can, can,
I
can,
like
can,
the
can-
idea.
yeah, like
I'm not.
I feel
Yeah.
like it's
listen, I'm also gonna throw this in there. Like, we don't have an old team. We don't have like Chich is old, not for life, for the game. Right, he's 34 years old. Uh, Vasquez is like ancient, like he's ancient. And Costa is 31. Sasha's 36. And then almost everybody else is fucking is in their 20s. Prime, baby. Like, okay, it's the end of the fucking season. We're trying to make playoff push. You've been working a whole fucking season. You could play these fucking games. Rotate a little early, maybe 60th minute instead of 65th minute. Maybe it's different players that get rotated out. But no, come on, like, and again, we're going against a top or a top quality team because they're not a top team, but a top quality team. The team that's performing really well right now, strong.
Well, their
And
quality
you're
since their acquisition.
yeah,
They're probably a top team since their acquisitions. I get what you're saying.
and you're trying to be that too, right? You're going on a little run right now too, right? You got a star player now too. Your top guy is performing now too, right? You're seeing flashes more other players now too. Come on, let's see where you're at. Give yourself a test, man. You come out of that with anything, like even if it's not a victory, even if it's just like a really well game that I mean, whatever, 1-0, 2-1 type of thing, like that's gonna build you up, and then you go fucking beat up fucking KC because KC is shit, and you should never lost them. So go beat them up at home. And then you beat up all the fucking Western Conference teams that are below you, and you'll be all right. Right? And I think, and again, this team, again, it can bite us in the ass, right? Because we're both in, I think we're all in agreement this team, has some mental issues where they're not strong mentally, right? But they get a victory, and that's going to boost their shit up, right? They get a fucking horrible defeat, then, Sporting going to come fuck us, it's going to come fuck us over, but you know what I mean? Like, I want to see this, man. Like,
See that,
and again, I want to be a
guess that's kinda
top
what I'm
team,
afraid
bro.
of, though. And that's what I'm afraid of, though. And it's that it's not necessarily that I don't agree with the fact with you guys and player decisions. But what if we are getting our asses spanked, right? 4-0 in that first half. Well, who knows? That's not an exaggeration, actually. But what if that is the case? We just wasted these guys minutes. If it's looking bleak, why even play them? Why even play them? And just write it out with the guys. Again, it's just ideas. Cause I'm also thinking about Sunday.
I want to be a top team, man. And I think we have players to be a top team. And I think we can make a push this year to be a better team than we look like in the summer. And to do that, you got to fucking believe this shit, and you got to fucking put the players out there. And again, we have young enough players. This is not like we've been in the past. We're rocking with like older players. Right now, the older players, again, Chich's exception, but the rest of the older players are support.
Wait.
You know what I mean?
2017, they were all pretty young. I don't know.
When what?
2017, they were all pretty young. I don't know.
Yeah, but there was no support for that team either. Like there was, you know what I mean? Like this is a balanced team, man. And again, listen, 29-year-old Derek Williams, right? 27-year-old Edwards.
Yeah,
Gaston was 29 years old. Like these guys are the senior players at 29 instead of 32, 33, 34, 35,
Yeah,
37.
I got you.
Like you know what I mean? So again, I want us to be a top fucking team, man. And I think to do that, you have to fucking come up to these challenges, and I want to see what they do. Again, it doesn't have to be fucking a victory. It doesn't have to be domination. But it does have to be a competitive ass game and show that yeah, another day you might have got that dub. Damn, I feel good about this team right now.
Okay.
Fourth place, boys. Let's go. Here we go. Let's go predictions.
I'll start. I got 2-1 loss. I think the boys come out really good, but Vanny shoots us in the foot. I think the subs he's gonna make is gonna try to slow down tempo, and it's gonna release Toronto on us.
Yeah, I can see that happen. 100%. But I'll go 2-2. You don't get a draw.
I'm fucking that heavy, though. Angel, go ahead,
I
though.
love it.
Decir que vamos a pisar, maje. I know you want to say it.
Fuck it, we went 3-0.
Oh yes, baby. Let's fucking go.
I guess his own team. Fuck it.
Ex-Toronto players all scoring.
Yeah.
Edwards, fucking Delgado, and Zabaleta. Dog.
Let's fucking go. I think we're gonna lose 2-1, but it's gonna be a dope game. I'm excited for it. Like,
We lose because of Vanny's mistakes, or we just
nah,
lose because Toronto.
I think we lose like at the 85th minute. You know what I mean? Like, and a good goal. It is what it is. They won it at home, and I can live with that. You know what I mean? I want to see the team compete with this team. You know what I mean? I want to see where we're at, and I want if it is a loss, I want to see it be like fair, good duel, catching the flip side. You know what I mean? So I'll run with that. All right. Anything else? Anything else? We got questions today. We didn't even post on social. We ain't shit, man. We ain't shit. So we ain't got no questions. We got nothing else to talk about. Arsenal top of the league. Galaxy about to be
Right.
top of the league.
That's right.
All right, cool. Dope. With that being said, it's another episode of Straight from the Stands. I'm Bud Rudy. I'm Smarts on Twitch. I'm Smarts on Twitter. I'm Smarts on the gram.
Follow me at Lord Damien on Instagram and Twitter.
Damn. I don't get it. Just go follow Arsenal and be happy.
Yeah.
Watch House of Dragons, dog. That's why.
I'm
Say it,
not
Masa.
dying.
Say it, Masa.
Peace, love, and Jesus.
Oh, one more thing. Wish Eli luck this weekend. This tournament. Fourth tournament.
Let's go,
week before
Eli.
regular season starts.
More times a charm, baby.
Fourth time's a charm.
And they all
Good
been
luck,
finals
Eli.
too, dog. Good luck,
Oh,
Eli.
yeah, we didn't talk about it,
Look
huh?
in
Yeah,
finals. That's what we need to say.
they lost.
They've
Yeah,
all
good
been
luck.
finals.
Yeah.
All right,
They lost
boys.
in the final.
Damn, dog. New England Revolution. Ass
Yeah,
team,
New
dog.
England Revolution ass team for sure.
Good night, boys. Peace.
All right, so.
Peace.
I was gonna say Nate's Taylor Twellman.
Dawg.